wonders, a journey without a starting line. She locks her gaze to the distant red sky and endless ocean. Illusion of this hero, greatest desire, her heart wants. It feels so far away, her heart was heavy and tired. Oh Sherry, don't you hide your secret side. Everything's okay. Let go of all the weight that you've been holding on to now, and just believe in what you say. Go walk down the memory lane. Remember the hope you've held on, and grab it tightly to your chest as your safe is flying above you in your sky. There is the wish you made to get a chance to meet one day, to bring you back together someday. Then you see with a smile on your face.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the 20th update for Sherry Aweber's story, the light novel series I was working on. I say I was working on because honestly it's actually been quite a while since I've worked on it. And there's a few different bits and bobs in my life that's kind of out of order right now, so like I'll probably explain that like more at the end of this like update video, but for now I kind of want to just get into what's been happening with Sherry Aweber's story and where we're going from here. So yeah, the first point I have obviously is the fact that, well, this is the 20th update for Sherry Aweber's story, which is just like thinking about that now, that is just insanity. Like, what, we're like 20 like updates in, and I can't guarantee we'll go any farther than 20, but like it's still mad to think we even reached the 20th update in general. So on the at JosephniteFlyer channel on YouTube, I'm gonna be uploading soon a update 1 to 20 soon. Once I've done this update, edited it, and put it into the software, edited all the updates again, have them all back to back to back, they'll go up on the JosephniteFlyer channel. So make sure to subscribe to that channel to look out for that. Right, so the next point here is literally about like essentially that there's 2 new demo OST pieces that I've released. Now, legit, I did actually want to upload I Have a Chance first before the update, and then that'll be the main focus of this update. But again, as I said, the this update in general was meant to be on the 15th, but it got delayed due to bits. Again, I'll explain at the end of this update. So then on the 16th, the date puzzle released. So instead of that being a part of update 21, that's also in this update as well, which is kind of weird when you think about it, because like I don't think I upload like music that often, especially demo OST pieces. But yeah, there's just 2 new pieces if you want to listen to them now. I will say as well, if I ever get the chance as well, there's other like musical things in the editing software I'm using for my music that like if I really wanted to, I could probably sit down and actually have a look at. So maybe I might actually like just get another, at least maybe 1 music piece in the next, you know, let's actually, okay, yeah, no, we're not going to set any timelines or anything, because I feel like if I start setting timelines, like I could probably just disappoint everyone and be like, oh, there actually wasn't any music. But just to know that in the music software itself, there is like different pieces, I just don't know when I'm going to get back to working on them. Right, the next point here we have now for the update is the fact that there's actually a new playlist on the channel called Fan Creations. And admittedly, yes, it's literally all like, well, a good few videos from the Josephnite Flyer channel, but it still kind of counts because it's not on this channel itself. So if anyone ever makes a video on Sherry Aweber's story, whether it's a critique of Sherry Aweber's story or whatever it is, like I'd like to add that video in general just in that playlist. And obviously when it comes to other social medias, then that's just different. Like for example, if it's on Twitter/X, I'm probably just gonna have to like post, or sorry, I'm literally going with the X terminology. I want to retweet/repost if anybody does anything on Sherry Aweber's story, you know? So I know as well for this update, I was building up to a point where it's like, oh, there's going to be another new art concept piece, because that was like the main kind of drive for this. And that was also going to be added in the 20th update. So like all this like was going to be a big bundle. We're going to have like the music, the fan playlist, the concept, and a bunch of other like announcements that obviously I'm going to talk about here. But unfortunately, I've had to cancel the commission, and plus I'll be perfectly honest, I'm really scared of like Twitter/X artists, because like I almost essentially got scammed. But yeah, I will say as well, I've also been thinking of adding more onto Volume 1's preview, Because for a while now on Scribble Hub, which by the way, Sherry Aweber Story Volume 1 is still rated 5 stars, so make sure to go read that now. Should be linked in the description. But I have been genuinely thinking about adding a bit more. I don't think I'll be adding more like chapters as they usually are, but like I think I might have talked about this before, where in Sherry Aweber Story there's like the main story, and then there's usually a bonus chapter at the end of a volume, and that kind of like is like it's kind of like its own different story. But yeah, I don't know. Like if I ever get around to it, I probably will just put that in, because I feel like that's a nice thing to have. Just to, you know, show what a bonus chapter would look like. And you never know, maybe I might decide to actually continue Sherry and Dom Bremdat's story, so, and see where they went after like we left them off last. Right, so the next point as well is the fact that Sherry Aweber Story's demo OST, along with the Path to Her Saviour and other bits of music, are now available on SoundCloud. I actually just randomly thought about it when I was uploading the music. I was like, oh yeah, I used to like upload like music to like SoundCloud unironically. Like what I did before covers like was trying to sing the Trying to Sing series, but then it evolved into Joe's Mixtape, which Joe's Mixtape then was all like uploaded onto SoundCloud as well. But then I didn't bother to really like use it much after. I think it was like once I got like the Joe's Mixtape full album out, that's when I stopped uploading to it. But obviously now I've repurposed that. I've deleted a load of songs off it just to make like space in the future. There's a lot of space on SoundCloud, so I should be able to upload all the Sherry Aweber stuff going forward. But now, if you check out the SoundCloud page, which hopefully I'll link in the description if I remember, and if I don't, please just let me know below. It's literally just every like single Sherry Aweber Story demo OST piece, the Path to Her Saviour, the Hatsune Miku version of the Path to Her Saviour, and so on. So yeah, now I'm gonna like let the next part of this video just be like me playing now the demo OST pieces. So have a listen. Thank you so much for listening to the 20th update on Sherry Aweber Story. I will say, like, since the update's been pushed so much, maybe I might make this, like, update thing, like, more of an end of the month kind of thing, rather than the middle of the month. The middle of the month was nice, but, like, now that it's so delayed, like, I don't really know if I want to still have it in the middle of the month, especially when I don't know, like, how much more I'm going to be working on Sherry Aweber Story, but yeah. So yeah, thank you for listening to the Sherry Aweber Story part of this video. Now I'm just going to explain a little bit of why this video was delayed and why I kind of like disappeared from streaming and so on and so forth. So unfortunately, someone close to me passed recently, And as you can imagine, like, it must have been a big enough shock that, like, I literally wasn't even, like, recording or streaming or doing anything. Like, it was tough, I'm not gonna lie. So obviously that's why the Sherry Aweber story update was also delayed, which actually funny enough to think about it, but like I didn't even have this recorded obviously before then, and then it happened, so I couldn't even like really record it because I was too distraught. I'll be honest. If you watch the 6th episode of Celeste, I go a bit more into detail about like my feelings and stuff during the last week or so, and basically I think I mentioned like how much the person meant to me. But yeah, sorry, I'm just like I'm drawing blanks because I'm just being careful with what I say, because this is probably one of the first times now on the internet that I don't want to overshare like every little detail. I kind of just want to say that it happened. That's why the update was delayed. That's why there wasn't any streams. And that's why now I'm also going to be streaming on Kick/YouTube through Restream instead of streaming on Twitch. But again, I've explained that again in the 6th Celeste VOD, and I've explained it in the panel on my Twitch channel if you want to check that out as well. Obviously /JosephniteFlyer. But that just explains like how things are going to be going forward. And again, I'll have to see in the future where like Sherry Aweber story slots in with all this like in the future. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to the 20th update. I'm very sorry for like just basically bringing down the mood, but I thought it needed to be at least said, because I remember somebody on stream yesterday was asking me like, did you make the video? And I was like, oh no, I didn't make it, I just streamed instead. So technically this is the video, but obviously you kind of have to watch the 20th update first, and then you get to the part where I actually talk about why everything was delayed. But anyway, thank you again so much for listening to this update. Look out for the 1 to 20 update on the Josephnite Flyer channel. And hopefully I'll see you again in the future at some point. So, yeah.